So after a big Saturday of motorbike riding and watching YouTube forward driving on Saturday night, we came up with a plan, and that was on the way home we dragged the car trailer with us and we duck into Sugarloaf there near Newcastle and have a look for a couple of the tracks that we'd just been watching. Paul had brought me in here before, but it was a long time ago. It's back when I had my dual cab 60. It was Queensland Gates, the track that we were looking for. Also, if we stumbled across Hub Hill or Shuggy Steps as they were called, we knew we found a killer loop, but it was the hardest stuff that we were actually searching for.
No way! Get the trailer! Oh, it's gonna... Oh! Oh, that was a big hit. Let's puddle.
Dumped the trailer, and Paul and I, we've left the families down there to have lunch. Paul and I have had a look, and we think that this is the track, or if it's not, it's still a damn good track to be bringing the Hilux on. I'll show you how steep this is. I'm going to park the cruiser up to it so you can get a visual on what it's like. Alright, so there's Paul at the top of there's 4 or 5 sections like this. There's the cruiser cocking a leg.
There's a dip gouge there.
Dip gouge there. We haven't really found any ropes on trees, but we think this is one of the tracks we've been looking for here.
It'd be nasty in the wet.
It would be nasty in the wet. Maybe we'll cancel in the wet. Okay.
I'm having flashbacks of Dungog.
Dungog, why? Oh yeah. But at least it isn't muddy here. Careful. How am I going to turn it around? I'm not sure. You're going to back me down.
Freaking back me down, you're going in here.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, we've got to get back to the girls because they might start to worry. I should have aired down, but we thought it would just be a walk in the park.
I reckon back down here, keep going, and then come in around that way. Some serious nasty marsh flies here.
As soon as I got reception, I got on the phone to Adam. I sent him a picture of the 79 there at the base of that climb, and I told him to dust off the traps. Decided we were going to make a weekend of it, the very following, this one coming. We'd do some wheeling on the Saturday, and then we do some motorbike riding at Wallaroo on the Sunday. Might cock a wheel here.
Nah.
Next weekend.
No rain.
Well look, you know, like the ground's still pretty solid. There's been two or three nights of rain.
We just don't want to be doing it in the rain.
No, it's raining though.
Now we're going in it. Oh my goodness. Oh my. This one's really deep.
The plan was to tow Bullet into here and we'd unload it just here at the base of this hill. So this would be our first obstacle for the day. Now hopefully I don't have the same fate as Nicholas's RC car. Couple of things to do before we throw Bullet on the trailer. The 79's produced a bit of a wobble between say 80 and 95 kilometers an hour. Quite a bad wobble. So hopefully it's just a balancing issue. We're over here at Roselands, Car Tech, Nick and the boys. We'll spin up these tyres and see how bad they are. That went really well. So yeah, they needed weights, they needed balancing, they actually needed quite a bit of weight. The two driver's sides were the worst, but just the old ones had either been stripped off from rocks or the rocks had moved them to the wrong position. So that was a good start to our preparation. All right, we're gonna go get the Bullet truck now. What I want to do is just spend half an hour and get these dry flanges off and put the freewheeling hub back on. So that's still got the chromoly gears. They're our old freewheeling hubs. I just know that this trail, there's going to be a lot of trail driving. So going from one hill to the next, we're going to be covering a lot of kilometers. So with the freewheeling hub, if we do get any issues, I mean, that tail shaft is going to be spinning otherwise all the time. So we'll be able to get out and free our hubs. Good opportunity too, since the last run, is to get some CV grease in that Longfield, in the CV2, the red line. That's what we use. On the driver's side, this is an absolute disaster. I've got a broken stud, as you can see. Not the preparation we wanted just before we put this on the trailer. Holding up the original hub, a second stud broke. Now this needs to be fixed. There's no way that we can wheel this with four. Another problem. Now all I was looking to do was just spin the truck around, and when I went to turn right, the steering locked. Closer inspection, it was the pitman arm. Looks like it's been bent. So I touched base with Adam and his preparations were going well. He's already got the treps tied in the tray. He's got his motorbike frame made up on the A-frame of his camper, and he's made up a new bash plate and fitted it. So he's all systems go. Now it's just me dragging the chain. We've come down here in the middle of the night, and between the 4Runner and the Hilux, they've decided that the 4Runner will lend the Hilux the parts needed. Just going to do a complete swap across. Well, I thought since we're stealing his foot, maybe we should try the shoe on first. How good does that look with a 37 trep on it? Oh, that's what we're working towards one day. A run in the 4Runner with the treps. All I can hear behind me is the teeming rain. And I'm just picturing this track that we're going to do just as a waterfall. Oh, we've hit a hiccup. I can't actually just bolt this whole disc on like I'd planned to. So the LN65 disc itself is only about 12-13 mil, whereas the LN106, it's a vented disc and it's about 20 mil thick, so I don't think it's going to work with my caliper now. The other drama I've got is to get that pitman arm back on. Hopefully the new one is in the right location and there's nothing else bent here, like the J-arm pushing that drag link across. I may need to steal that genuine pitman arm as well. I think I'm going to have to go back to the plan of drilling them out. Looks like I've got them out. So what I'll do is I'll go and buy a tap and we'll just put two bigger bolts in that just to get us out of trouble. I'll get a magnet and get those filings off, but we really got to move. Start working on this pitman arm. I'm gonna get this back in. and then I'll go to the shops and grab it. I'm going to get a 3/8 UNF tap and a couple of new bolts for these two here. I've drilled all the carnage out. Show you how to center the box. All right, so I'll pick all the way left-hand lock. So that's as far left as that steer box can go. So I've got a cable tie here, and I'll stick that at 12 o'clock. Nip it up. Okay, now what we're going to do, we're going to count every revolution to the furthest right-hand lock. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we got 4 3/4. But call it 2 1/4 back to the middle. So call that the quarter, and then we'll go 1, 2. Okay, what we'll do now is we'll lock the box up. So we'll turn the key off. The box centered, we take the straight pitman arm, and we know that it's straight up and down. That pitman arm needs to be when the box is in the straight position. So you've got these on chassis stands, it's easy to maneuver. So what we're going to do now, we're going to lock these in. Now I know we did this on the trail the other day, so the cups were okay and they lasted the rest of the day good too. So we can fit these up until there's no play. Lock right. That banging noise is the passenger side bump stop hitting just before that hits there. So there's a touch of a mark on that, but it's smacking that other side first pretty hard. And we've got full lock left. It doesn't go all the way as easily, but with the power steering on, it will push, and it gets about 5 mil off that other bump stop. So realistically, that may have had to be a little bit longer, that adjustment, but for now, to get us on the trailer, and this isn't a competition, so I don't need every millimetre of lock. I'm not going to be getting penalised, although Adam will try and penalise me. So I think we're good. All right. Let's get to the shop and get this tap. So I took it for a run. It starts, it steers, and it stops. So it's about time we get it on the trailer. So this video wasn't the most entertaining. It was just the week that was leading up to this run. I hope you enjoyed it anyway. And once again, thanks for watching.